What's good? What's good on this Monday? Today is January what? January 9th. And just want to do a quick upload, just something that crossed my mind. Themes and topics that I have dealing with spirituality, maybe some normal events to you, but might signify something more. Just some of the things I did from my perspective. Not saying it's the truth, not saying it's a fact, but my perspective on why I feel the way or I perceive the world the way I perceive it. So I wanted to talk about being an empath and being sensitive. And they're both tied together in my mind. And most people research, some people research to understand what an empath is and why sensitive people can be, for the most part, an empath. Um, I had a recent podcast discussion, which I played at the beginning, just a snippet into why I got into tarot reading and astrology and everything. And one of the things that stood out to me in the interview as my inner child or revisiting my younger self was that emotionally I was a sensitive child. Not saying I stayed and cried all the time, but I understand people emotions quicker. Or when somebody cry, I instantly cry. I'm instantly upset. I'm instantly sad, but nothing happened to me. So I always wanted to know, what is that? But at first I thought it was a curse. I just thought I was a crybaby. What other people say or what their worlds tell you not to be. You can't be emotional. It's weakness. But that's the strongest gift you can have if you are. That's the strongest blessing God had given, because you have able to be compassionate to another stranger with the things they go through. Not saying you're trying to fix it, which you're going to learn later as an empath. We can't fix everybody's things. Yes, you can relate. Yes, I can feel. Yes, I can understand. Yes, I can acknowledge that because that's hurtful. If I was in your shoe, I would probably feel the same way. We can do that as an empath, as a sensitive individual. We don't come from a place of, oh, that's weakness. Oh, why are you crying for? Let it go, move on. But we're able to process our feelings and emotion, and other people mask it in other ways. You get what I'm saying? So as children, if you have parents with kids, or if you are a teenager or a kid, own your sensitivity and your power. Don't let the world tell you you're weak, because they don't understand that you can feel and understand other people. You can relate to that. You're human. You're a spirit living a human experience, and you're able to relate to that. So one reason why I got into being even finding out about being an empath was I love shows. I watch sci-fi, Phoenix, Gene, X-Men, like Charm. And for example, I use as a great example, Charm. Phoebe was an empath. She was the one that can read the future and everything. Later came on, she can pull in people's emotions if they was near her, or she can change their emotions, shift the atmosphere, which she later found out. Not that she can just take it in, she can shift the atmosphere. And the reason why I'm pointing it out as an empath is not a weakness. When you understand your gift and you understand what type of empath, because I feel like it's three types. You can be emotional empath, meaning you can just relate off emotion with each other. You can feel their emotion and tell if it's genuine or not, or if it's an act. You can do that. Physical empaths can touch. They can say energy, like just from a physical touch. So by touching you, I can feel your pain. I'm feeling your pain in your hurt or your sadness or your happiness. By touching you, I can do that without you saying it, verbally saying it. And then you can be intuitive, meaning you can just sense it. You can literally walk in the room like, what's going on with you? Are you okay? Why are you so excited? Where's all this bright glow come from you? I do that because I can feel it. I can sense it. And you might be all three. It's not to say you one specific one, but I would say research empath and see what that means to you as a person, how that relate, how you may connect to that. But don't ever let someone tell you being sensitive is weak. It's one of the greatest gifts we have. If you have it and you're able to really genuinely be that, it's one of the greatest gifts to have. To cry is to release. To understand another person's perspective is acknowledging them and letting them know they're being seen. And I can understand why you feel that way. And I'm feeling your energy of that now. But also be protective. Self-care is the biggest thing for empath. You have to shut the world out sometimes and recharge your own energy. So we'll fuel and feed and help heal because we understand. So we want to help immediately. Immediately, we want to help. We want to just jump right on in it. And sometimes you should cautious and pace yourself with it. And also be cautious about narcissistic relationships. You can attract some empaths can be so sensitive they can attract codependent relationships. I speak from experience I have heard other ones that I heard of. You can attract codependent relationships. So always be guarded with your boundaries, first and foremost. Know when you're overextending yourself for someone. Secondly, and always get reciprocated energy. If it ain't always reciprocated, don't feed so much into it. Yes, we can pass by and give a message. You can say I understand and give advice on what they can do next. But don't always hold in the space of trying to hold somebody's hand. Because we individually have paths to go down and learn. And you can't handicap the next person from that journey. You can't do that. But I say I love being a sensitive empath. I get more honest conversation from people by being that way. Because I'm being vulnerable with you as well. So I would rather have a genuine conversation than a mask and surface level. I can genuinely get to know you on a deeper level. I can understand why you function the way you function, or think the way you think, your perspective on life, and it makes you unique, and it's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I get this shout out to anybody, research empaths. Learn the boundaries, learn what it is, learn if it's even you. It might not resonate. And again, I tell people if it resonates, look it up. It might not resonate. But for somebody, I can promise you, this will resonate. And this may help you. This may be a sign to learn more about you. Why you function the way you function. Why things may trigger the way you trigger. Do you really have anxiety? Or you just feel the overwhelming feeling of the environment you're in? It's a way to balance that out because only you know. I can't tell you, the world can't tell you, you know. So much love to you guys. Leave your comments, feedback, response made sense. You want more information? You got information? Let's share it. This is the way we should communicate always. I'll give you my perspective. If I'm saying it's right for you, it might not be. It may be right for me. Is it something I might be missing? I might. I don't know it all. And you can tell me. So I much appreciate any feedback. Share, subscribe, like, send it out, comment. Let's create an environment where we can all help each other. Much love.